Hi and welcome to the Cooking Apples First how-to video. We've chosen the location to be a lovely campsite here in the pine trees of Bordeaux, and we hope that this is going to be helpful for you when you're thinking about things to do at lunchtime during the summer holidays above and beyond the lowly sandwich. So since we're in the south of France, the first thing we're going to look at is a wonderful Charente melon. These are the ones that are beautifully pink inside. If you want to choose a ripe one, it's more difficult at home than it is somewhere like this, but to give yourself a helping hand, think about squeezing it, and if it takes your squeeze slightly, then that's a good start. And then put your nose right to the base here, and if it smells sweet and fragrant, then you're onto a good thing. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the melon, and I'm going to show you some different ways of doing it. So if you follow the line of the melon down one of the darker colours, and then you can cut out, say, around 1/6 of the melon. And out it comes, and there are the seeds. Easiest way to get rid of the seeds is to simply scrape them out. Okay, and then from here you've got some choices, but I think the easiest thing to do is to follow the line of the bottom between the red flesh and the green of the skin around both sides, going all the way underneath. And if you cut down the middle, and then you can cut it into small pieces. Now if you wanted, you could serve it like that on a plate, and that would be great. But what we're going to do actually is we're going to then make it into a whole starter. So what I've got here is some Serrano ham. So this is very like Parma ham, but it comes from Spain. It has the same accreditation process, and this particular one has been matured for 18 months, so it should taste delicious. If you can find it in the supermarkets at home, and it's slightly cheaper than Parma ham as well, slightly stronger flavour, so it's an interesting flavour to add to this combination. So I'm going to open it up, and much like the Parma ham, it's in slices that are all attached together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push out my little pieces of melon here. And I've got some cocktail sticks. Here we go. I'm going to take a piece of ham. You can see it's slightly more sturdy and slightly darker than Parma ham, so it's quite easy to work with as well, which is another great thing. And I'm just going to create some little strips, and you'll find that it falls apart anyway, and you can pull it. It's not an exact science. So here I have a few pieces of the Parma ham. And I'm going to get, the Serrano ham. Getting the plate ready. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a cocktail stick. I'm going to take a little piece of Parma ham and put it over the top and secure it with the stick. Now this would be great on its own, especially if you've got lovely ripe melon. But there's another layer of flavour which would be perfect with this, and that's the balsamic vinegar. The only thing you need to bear in mind is that you are going to eat these by hand, so you don't really want vinegar and oil sort of dripping all over your guests. So I think the best suggestion that I have for that is to buy the balsamic glaze. Now the glaze is a reduction of balsamic vinegar, so it is thicker. It's thicker and more concentrated, and it's perfect for coating these little canapes. Well, I can hear in the background of the cicadas chirping. I don't know whether you can hear that. That sounds wonderful. I wish I could take them home with me. So there we go. We'll do one more for luck. Right, so once we've got a little plate we're then just going to take the balsamic vinegar reduction, which you can buy at home, and you're just going to put a little bit over the top. The bottle's still closed. Just need to open it up some more. So you could do this with honeydew melon, you could do it with olive melons. One that's really nice, which I'll show you in a video shortly, is to do it with watermelon and maybe some feta cheese. So we'll have a look at that one shortly. Today I thought we'd work with, it's always great to work with what you can find in the supermarket that looks good. And when we went to the supermarket yesterday, this was the one that was looking the best. I'm now finding it almost impossible to get into this packaging. The great thing about this particular thing is obviously it's carb free, which is nice as a contrast to eating sandwiches, something that actually doesn't have any carbs in it. And you could transport this on a picnic. It'll be easy if you put a little ice box in the bottom. You could put a little box of these into a picnic and it'll transport quite nicely. Right, there we go, we're in. So what I'm going to do is put a couple of drops right by the stick of the balsamic reduction. Now obviously you could do this yourself with just a saucepan and the balsamic vinegar in a pan and let it reduce. But obviously on holiday it's much easier to have it done for you. And there you go. Delicious little bites for the sunshine. I'll see you again soon. Thank you.